Hello, friends of the Twitch chat, and welcome to the next episode of Blutora Divided. Session 21 is finally here. It's been about 2 years, and this time around, we've got a couple surprises for you. So, get some snacks, get comfy, and get ready to jump back into the story of Blutora Divided.
Peepo juice.
Hello! We're here. And we're back with 2 of our previous cast, 2 remaining members, and we'll get to that in just a second. We have some mystery figures that are yet to be revealed, all in due time. I need to pull up 1 or 2 things here, and then we will be good to go. Previously on Blutora Divided. It started in sin upon the southern coasts. The Acrylic Empire attacked the neutral and uninvolved province of Meritea suddenly and without warning. The initial group helped fend off the attackers and were tasked by the leadership of the province to make their way north to Ithaca to propose an alliance against the Acrylics between the 2 unaligned provinces. After a tough journey, they arrived, but things went south when the ranger Cavian narrowly pulled off assassinating the king via poisoning. This due to the fact that his people, the Macabre, a part of the Acrylic Empire, are currently at war with Ithaca, and he had suffered from that war. Cavian didn't survive the ordeal and was executed shortly thereafter. Following the events of Ithaca, the group swiftly made their way south, finding themselves approaching the city of Nautabu, where a few members were brought into the fold. A few new members were brought into the fold, excuse me. Once in the city, the group completed a bounty, slaying a basilisk, though not without issue. They met the ruler of the city, Queen Neri, and began to work with her as a means of obtaining friends in high places, some more coin of course, and to lend a hand where the crown is unable, due to the ongoing war affecting the city. Our group had eventually arrived at a mysterious brothel referred to as the Shade. The 5 of them found this place in the lunar district of the lower section of Nautabu, a sketchy and dangerous part of town. Their goal was to get to the bottom of the disappearances that have been plaguing this area for a while. With the war raging so close to the doorstep of the city, the officials can't spare the manpower. As such, a grand wizard and friend of Queen Neri, who goes by the name of Serifithal, had tasked the group with the job. In return, the wizard offered the group a chance to peruse some of the magical library that he oversees. Once in the brothel, the group came to discover that there is much more going on than meets the eye. Patrons and escorts alike seemed to be under the influence of some sort of magic or spell. It didn't take long for things to go south and for the group to find themselves in trouble, fighting the security and scrambling their way upstairs. Once on the 2nd floor, they located a room with a mysterious portal and no indications of where it went. With no other choice, having been outmanned and outmatched by the hostile guards, the group decided to jump in to an unknown fate. And this is where we pick up. Hera and
Hello.
Sam.
Greetings.
Your vision comes to as your feet find purchase on a wooden floor beneath you. A little blurry at first, your vision, but as you start to look around and as it clears up, you find yourselves in a mysterious, appearing mostly abandoned, sort of wooden structure. You can't see any windows that lead to the outside. There's just a couple small cracks in the woodwork of the walls that's kind of fallen apart, a little bit shoddy, that lets in this very dull, gray daylight. You get the sense that wherever you are, it is probably mid to late afternoon, maybe pretty overcast, maybe a little foggy outside from the little bit that pours in. It's the only light in this room. No candlelight, no lanterns. You see cobwebs just about everywhere you look. Some tossed and turned old rickety wooden furniture, but not very much furniture at all. It looks like this place was mostly cleared out. More than anything, you only see each other, and not the three others that you entered the portal with.
Ocean was right ahead of you, no?
Yeah, where are we? Where did everyone go?
Am I able to see any kind of trace that there have been any others before us or any others that might still come through the portal?
Go ahead and make your choice of perception or investigation.
Okay, let's have a look. Do you want me to do D&D Beyond or just my physical dice?
You roll however you want to roll.
Oh, I'm gonna roll. Okay, let's have a look. 19 plus, I'm gonna do perception. Plus 2, so 21 total.
21. That's a good first roll back.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Upon looking for specifically any signs that anyone else has been here, you get the indication that, yes, there has been movement in this room around, kind of where you two apparated. You notice, for one, that there is no return sort of door or portal or any indication of anything that would lead you back. The portal that you went into just kind of had you guys apparate here with no seeming way back. But you notice that in kind of the main walkways of the room, the dust is kicked up maybe a little bit more. It doesn't look like it's very heavily trafficked, but it does look like maybe within the past couple of days there's been a handful of people.
Okay.
You do notice that right about where you found yourself standing upon appearing here seems to have the most dust kicked up, as if you're certainly not the only ones to have used that portal.
See.
Well, I don't know about you, but I got quite beat up in that last debacle. I'm very glad we escaped, and honestly, I'm not too fussed about going back right away.
Personally, I am pretty banged up myself. I would really rather there wasn't a way for us to be followed. What do you think the chances are that we're about to be joined by whoever it was that was attacking us?
Well, I don't know about the numbers, but even if that is a very small possibility, I'd not like to remain. Is there any way out of here?
I couldn't agree more. Let's look for a way out. Do I need to make another roll to see if we have an easy way out of the room, or is that something that I could immediately observe?
So you can see that there are two doors on opposite ends of the room. From where you appeared, say this room is probably maybe like 20 feet by 20 feet square room. If you're looking straight ahead, there is a door to the left side of the room and one to the right, perfectly opposite. Both wooden, shoddy, kind of matching the rest of the place, and both closed.
Right. Okay. So there's one to the left, one to the right, both closed. Is there? You said they were shoddy. Is there any way I can like look through the wooden beams, or is that not a possibility to see what's beyond?
Not that shoddy.
Okay. Okay.
And there's no like visible difference between the doors, like one that has been opened more recently, or like
Roll investigation.
sure thing. I'm gonna roll a nat one because we can't set too high standards. No, apparently not 20.
Oh, we gotta have
19 and 20 right off the bat.
our muscle roll the smart rolls more often.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the surface, it would be pretty hard to tell. You have to look pretty close. But what gives it away for you is that the door to your right, the handle of it, just kind of towards the bottom of it, just kind of out of where you might normally be looking at the handle, just a little more worn away. Kind of the sort of worn away on like the brassy material that kind of comes from like oils on like human skin, for example. That'll just kind of deteriorate it with enough use. The door to the left doesn't have any of that.
Okay, so I turn to Hera. So the door to the right has been used more. So either that means that's the exit, or but that also means that there's more like there. It's more likely that there are also people in that direction. Whether that's a good thing, I can't tell you.
Well, I wouldn't want to push our luck so far. I think as long as we can get out of here, that should be our goal, and then we can work out where here is. I must say, though, if we do fall under attack, I really don't have much left in the tank. Maybe a couple of spells, maybe one at a stretch if it's a big one. Like, I think we should go through this door. Even if it seems like there have been someone else go here, I think we just need to leave.
True. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So head
So
through the right door.
okay, what is the marching order on that? Who's going first?
I'll take the lead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel more armored up, even though I might not feel the most healthy.
Okay. So
I
you
actually think that I can give you a little assist in this regard. I can use a level 1 restore health. Can I use that just now?
incredible. Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. You'll restore 9 points of health, and that's a spell. Do I have to wild magic that one?
Oh yeah, of course, always.
Okay.
Of course.
It's a 16.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So Sam, you are healed just a little bit as you get ready to lead the charge here through the right door. You open up the door, and you see in front of you nothing. It's kind of just a hallway. But down the hallway, you can see that it stretches maybe 80 feet down or so, if you had to guess. A bit down the way, there is a 4-way intersection, and then all the way at the end of it, it turns to the left. You notice that in this hallway, it's a lot of the same of what you saw in the room, this kind of decrepit, abandoned, wooden structure, which, you know, with this massive hallway in the room, you're starting to get the feeling that it's a pretty big structure, whatever it is. But like the walls are wooden, the floor is wooden and creaky, the ceiling, from what you can see, it's all wooden, and it's all pretty old. Cobwebs everywhere, dust everywhere. Occasionally a little wooden chair, maybe a wooden table, maybe some like scratch marks somewhere, that kind of thing. But you know, there's no like rugs, there's no, you know, candles or or cabinets or like sign that it's to lived in, if that makes sense.
Okay. It looks like everyone's first Minecraft house. Okay, is there any indication that we know where this is? There's the sneaking suspicion in the back of my head that it's the mansion from the start of this new chapter, so to speak.
Roll a history check.
Okay. Oh, it's not a good roll. That's a 3 plus 1, 4.
I mean, for all you know, this is pretty reminiscent of that mansion that you guys went to track down that basilisk.
Okay.
I mean, it could be the same place. It was similar.
You don't trick me that easily. If this were the same place, it would have one rug that would trap our feet.
I really did want to make something of that rug. I wonder if it's still here. I wonder if this is still the same place.
All right, I think we carry on.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
I think it's worth at least going to the intersection. I don't know if that's
Okay.
the word I should use.
I'm
but at
definitely
least, like,
following, yeah.
look into the rooms, see if there's anything. Like carefully open the doors, see if there's.
Okay. But before you continue, the intersection is of hallways, and
It's hallways, not door.
at the end of this hallway, it divots to the left. You get the idea that that's also hallway. So in this little stretch, there are no room doors.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, once we get to the intersection, do we see anything down either hallway?
To the left, you see that it stretches not very far at all before it turns back to the left again, kind of running parallel to the hallway you just came from. To the right, you see that it stretches probably twice as long as the hallway that you're in before it turns to the right. No doors in sight.
Similar to the marking of the people's hand oil on the door handle, is there anything giving away a most tracked route?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That's a 10. That's not great. 2 seconds, I'll let my... Okay, my perception is 2, so it's 12.
Okay, what were you going to say, Sam?
I feel like either right or left, they both turned back towards the way we came. Which might just be the way this house is constructed. But unless you your insights tells you anything different here, I think we should just carry on forward.
I agree. I think
with your 12 perception, you don't notice anything that stands out too much, other than the dust that's kind of kicked up in kind of the middle part of the hallway that would be walked. It seems about even any which direction you choose.
Oh, well, by the dust, I can't imagine that anyone crossing this passageway has any preference of where to go other than away from our arrival room. I'll follow you. I'll be ready in case anything, well, happens.
Carry on onwards.
Okay, which direction are you going?
For just straight
ahead?
Straight ahead, and then the turning.
Okay. So you
There's
follow
a
the
left.
hallway to where it forces you to turn to the left. And you take a look down this hallway. The first thing that catches your eye is a little bit of kind of red marking, kind of along the left side of the wall, kind of around where it'd be maybe like halfway up, I guess Hera's height, just kind of smudged against the wall a little bit down the way. There is a room on that same left side, further down, a door. There is also a door a little closer to you guys on the right side. The hallway goes down past these two doors and turns to the left.
Is the red marking blood?
Yeah, you can get close enough. No perception check needed. That is indeed blood.
Got it. Well, that's a good sign.
I mean, we don't know. It might just be like the person didn't have any crayons on them, so they had to like
They must be pretty
locate in
desperate
this
for
labyrinth.
crayons.
Well, if you're in a labyrinth, it helps like marking out what corridors you've already been through.
Did you just make crayons canon?
But blood? Certainly it's not a good substitute for a good crayon. If you're in an abandoned labyrinth, the crayon is everything. You're naked without your crayon. I think we might have just made crayons canon.
I think we made the crayons canon.
I think it's canon.
I think you did that with coffee earlier. Anyway, keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, blood.
We need that for survival. It's. I would say that's a.
We sure do, and it being not in someone's body here indicates someone's not very good at surviving. Shall we, like,
It's accurate. Yeah.
go this way?
Maybe not. Maybe not in our current state.
I couldn't agree more. I'm perfectly fine to not be anywhere near where the ominous is happening. Not without maybe a bandage first.
That's true. Oh, I do. I can actually return the favor. I just realized. I think I'm gonna cast. Cure Wounds on Hera.
Oh, thank you.
That's gonna be 6.
Okay, I'll restore myself for 6 HP. That's good. I am just over half health. That's nice.
Okay. I suppose we turn around and pick one of the left or right hallways where we were in the intersection.
I couldn't agree more.
Now the left and right is flipped from where you're facing.
I do realize that.
So to your left is the really, really long one, and to the right is the short one that then turns to its left.
Right, well, I'm afraid I'm directionally challenged. I'll just follow you here. I just don't want to be near the plot hook.
Plot hook, of course, yes.
Indeed.
The innards that became the outwards.
Exactly that.
Let's go for the long hallway to our left, what used to be our right.
Okay. So you head down the left hallway. A lot of the same. The cobwebs, the abandoned nature, the occasional bit of daylight that might poke its way through. But for the most part, it's pretty dark in here. Not dark enough that you're nearly blinded by it, but you'd feel better if there was more light. You get to the end of this hallway, and it turns to the right, in which you see another very long hallway. But this one has a hallway that shoots off to the left about 20 feet away. Another hallway that shoots to the right, maybe 80 feet down. And at the very end of this hallway, it meets another hallway, but there is a door that you can see from where you're standing.
Hera, have you heard about liminal spaces?
I have. I do believe this would definitely class as one, no?
Yeah, I get that's.
In my day, these are usually
Quite
made of
lame.
sandstone, but then again, I come from hotter places. We should definitely be having a look in there. If not the blood stain, then definitely here. Certainly something
Yeah.
to heal our wounds a little bit and, well, lick our wounds before we get back into it.
Definitely. Yeah, Sam will carry on, have a look around, very, very carefully open up the door.
At the end of the hallway, you're going to open up that door?
Okay. I'm going to
Good
ready
to
my
know.
staff in case there's anything
Okay.
behind it.
So you make your way all the way down. You pass the hallway to your left. You pass the hallway to your right. You get all the way to the end where this hallway turns to the left into another big hallway, but that door that sat at the end of the hall in which you came, you attempt to open. It's very much like the doors that you had seen when you had first appeared in this place. Same kind of build, same kind of brassy handle. And as you open the door, as you start to kind of push it open, you notice that this kind of whiff of something hits your noses. Both of you go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus. I should really just have perception and memory by now. 2. So dirty 20. Filthy 20.
That's just gonna be a 6. My nose isn't
Okay.
what it was.
So Hera, you recognize this as it hits your nose. You recognize it to be iron first. Iron, like a bloody iron scent that kind of hits your nose, and also also similar to the scent when it's kind of a rainy, muddy day outside, and there's just that lingering smell.
Petrichor, I believe that's called.
Petrichor, there you go. It's kind of a mix of those two, but the iron is definitely it definitely catches your attention first. Do you continue to open the door all the way?
What is that smell? Just opens the door
I
more.
would probably slowly open the door.
Okay. All right. So you guys open the door. And once it's open all the way, you see a room that is pretty similarly sized to the one you appeared in, about 20 feet by 20 feet. There is, to the wall on the right, another door. And slumped in the corner to the far left, you see a figure who is not moving, figure who is just kind of slumped down there. You can't really make out too much from the doorway without getting closer. It does look humanoid.
Is there anything in the room except from the humanoid figure, and do they look like they might still be alive?
There is no furniture in here. More of the cobwebs, more of the kind of older, beaten up wood. Kind of at the base of the figure, and maybe leading from the doorway that you entered. There's like a little concentration of smeared blood on the floor, as if maybe this figure kind of fell bleeding and kind of crawled over to the corner, leaving kind of some smudged bloodstains in front of them. As for if they are alive, are you trying to determine this from the doorway, or are you getting closer?
No, at this point, if there's not any obvious obstacles or traps in the room, then I think I'd want to cautiously close the distance and try and check for a pulse.
Okay. You cautiously close the distance and go to check for a pulse. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay, medicine is not one of my good stats, so let's see, 15 and... Oh, 2. So 17 total.
Okay. There is a pulse, though it feels maybe a tad bit weaker than what a healthy pulse might be. But
Oh dear.
this individual is certainly alive, just unconscious at the moment.
Okay. What race is the person?
The person before you, as a matter of fact, why don't we have Ely go ahead and let us know who we see.
Sam, there's a pulse.
We're not alone
You
in this.
see a Wurica woman who appears to be in her early 40s. She has a slight build for a Wurica, with disheveled tawny hair and slightly pointed ears. She's wearing studded leather armor and a green traveling coat, both of which are currently covered in grime and dust. Her feet are partially wrapped in leather, and you can see that all of her nails are black. Laying near her is a gnarled wooden staff wrapped with cloth and beads.
Very well. I'm going to try and make you become conscious in some way or another. I'm going to say, "Hello, can you hear me?" And kind of make snapping noises.
Given the state of unconscious in which Ely finds herself, that is enough to bring her to, which kind of indicates that as she starts to come to the being set unconscious was not due to being wounded enough in battle, rather something else.
She looks around.
No, we're
Who
just
are
about
you?
as confused as you. I'm Hera, and a gesture to Sam.
My name is Sam. We got sent here under weird circumstances.
I'd call them duress circumstances. I'd call that being under duress.
Yeah, you might be right.
Okay.
Do you know where here is? And
No, I went through a portal with my friends. We were just investigating something, and I don't know. I don't know how long it's been. She looks around, stares at the corner of the room in horror before quickly looking away.
What's in the corner?
You can't see it? It's just a huge... I don't even want to describe it. It's terrifying.
are you hurt?
Can I make a
in any way?
perception check to see the thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 18. These are good rolls. +2 is a dirty 20.
You see no thing.
Okay, well, I'm afraid not, but where are my manners? I'm Hera. What was your name? I didn't catch that.
I'm Iluakek, but you can call me Ely. I don't know where any of my friends are. We should find them.
Are you
Well,
hurt
we're
in
certainly
any way?
in the same position.
I actually forgot to ask DM, how hurt am I?
You are. You've definitely been roughed up a little bit. You're like I kind of described a bit ago, where your pulse wasn't kind of at full strength. You feel sore. You've got kind of bumps and bruises. You're a little bloodied up. You're somewhere about halfway through what you could manage.
I think I'm fine. I think I'm okay.
God, well, you must be tougher because we've just tracked you by losing half your blood here. This is an incredible statement if you are okay. Can I do anything for you medically?
No, I think I'm good, and I'm gonna try to stand up
Okay.
using the wall
Takes
on
you a
shaky
second.
legs.
A little shaky, a little sore, but you're able to kind of find your footing. Your head definitely gets a little light as you stand all the way up. You gotta kind of catch yourself for a moment, but you're able to come to your feet. As you do, you notice the thing that you see in the corner is no longer there.
Okay. Now that the thing is gone, shall we?
Let's
I
go.
can't think of something better. Let's go.
No?
So, you said you and your friends were investigating somewhere. Mind telling us about that?
Yeah, it was me and a couple of others, and we were hired to investigate some disappearances in the Lunar District. We made it all the way to this brothel called the Shade, and then we had to jump through some sort of portal, I think, because people were coming to get us. I don't know how long it's been, though.
That sounds
Well,
eerily similar.
I was about to say, this certainly isn't too far off of what our experience is.
How did you guys get here? How long have you been here?
I'd say between 10 and 15 minutes, maybe?
Okay. Okay. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Two of our friends disappeared the moment we went through, and then me and the other two, we tried our best to stick together, but I don't know where they are.
Sam, what's the chances that the other bloodstain was somebody else in the same situation as Ely here?
That might be very possible.
You found more blood?
An
Yes,
unfortunate
but
amount of it.
um, we chose to turn around because, quite frankly, I don't think either of us are in a state to handle much, if I dare say so.
Okay. Okay. Well, as long as the things don't come back, we should be careful, but we should get going. I
Now,
don't know when they're coming back.
now we keep talking about the things, and I do love suspense. Please understand, I'm all for drama. I can't help but feel like the things might be something that we need to know about.
Well, I mean, some of them, they were just terrible, like zombie-like creatures, and some of them, I mean, ran away as much as I could, but there's only so far you can get when everything looks the same. And then some of them were just,
Wait, so how far have you gone?
I don't know. I I don't know how long I've been here. It feels like years, but I don't think it was that long. I mean, I'm not dead, so it can't be years. I think I'm alive. Okay.
Ely,
Well,
with your passive insight, that she has. You're starting to you're starting to catch on to a sort of feeling that now that you are around these other people for what feels like the first time in a very long time since you've been here, some of that lightheadedness, some of that dizziness, some of the kind of just deeply buried anxiety has kind of lessened just a little bit.
Okay. I really don't think it's been that long.
Well,
I think
either way, I'd rather not run into any of the zombie-like or otherwise creatures you've been describing. So, should we get on our way?
yes,
Might as well
definitely.
check out the blood stains we found earlier.
I'd say we have nothing better to do.
Ely grabs her staff and starts walking. You can see that she's more steady on her feet now.
It's a nice staff. Where did you get yours?
Oh, I got mine from the druid colony in Errolem. I studied there with them.
You don't say.
Yeah, I was actually on my way back there after the city I was in was attacked.
Okay. Before we head back towards where we saw the bloodstains, Sam just wants to look look into each of the corridors we passed on our way to the door in case there is something of interest
Okay.
down there.
So, we'll start with the room that you found Ely in. There was another unopened door. Are you guys leaving that?
I think I'd like to check that. I don't think I could forgive myself for not checking that. Do I have to roll anything for that?
Nope. You go
Okay.
to open the door, and you see that it leads to a different hallway. At the end of this hallway, maybe 30 feet down, it is a T intersection of hallways, splitting left and right. There is another door on the right side of the wall in the hallway that you're looking at. A lot of the same, more or less.
Right. Definitely. Sorry, continue.
Ely, have you been in any which direction, or how did you come upon this room?
Make a Ely roll a history check.
Okay. That'll be a 9.
You were pretty out of it when you stumbled. You don't even really remember stumbling into that room in the first place.
I have no idea how I got here. I was just running from the things, which I don't know if they're still around or if they were in my head. I feel like a fog is lifting right now.
Okay, well, I think we'll have to keep this hallway in mind.
I agree.
Since we know it's there.
It's an option.
Before we leave anywhere, Ely is going to cast Find Familiar.
Okay.
And next to her appears this tiny little sand cat. Just like literally the size of like, let's say about 9 pounds soaking wet. The cat is sandy colored with a black tip on its tail and 2 stripes on each foreleg just above its elbow. Okay.
The sand cat made it to the mini, by the way.
I love that. I was about to say,
Oh,
is that the
amazing.
same sand cat as Sarah? But I love that so much.
It's as close as I could get it to a sand cat.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I call the cat over and say, "Okay, stay with us."
The cat registers, kind of meeting your gaze, and immediately the cat jumps all the way up onto your shoulder and kind of perches there for a second.
All right. She holds her staff. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So you guys are making
my
your
God.
way back towards the blood you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on your way there, you exit this room from where you came. You have a very long hallway to the right that you'd not explored. It ends in a room all the way at the end, and in between you and that room, there are 2 doors on the right and a hallway that dips to the left. This is another like 80-foot long hallway, very long.
Mm.
You continue down from where you came. You see a hallway that shoots to the left. Itself turns to the left further down. There's 1 door down this hallway on the right side. You continue further. There's another hallway that goes to the right and then to the right again, but not before there is another offshoot to the left. Good luck keeping up with all of this, by the way.
I lost you 3 turns ago. I'm so sorry.
You continue down, still from where you came. The hallway turns to the left. You guys follow it all the way down. You're back at the first intersection you found. The blood was to the right, so I'm assuming you go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn the corner where you see the blood smeared on the left side of the wall, about halfway up a person's height, all the way to the door that sits on the left wall of this hallway. There is another door closer to you guys on the right side, but you don't see the same blood.
On the one hand, if we were to go find perhaps another wounded companion, logic says we would do it on the door on the left. But I also am of the opinion that I don't want to be in a situation where we are to be attacked from the rear, so it might be wise to also check the door on the right, just in case.
Well, in the case that we do find another wounded companion, they would be wounded. We couldn't guarantee on their good health immediately. We should clear that room and then check for any companion.
Yes.
Wouldn't want to endanger our new protectee, I believe.
That's true.
So you guys are opening the one on the right?
Mhm.
Without the blood? Okay. Who is going to be the one to open the door?
I have a little bit more health. I think I'm comfortable with going for that one.
Okay. You go and open the door. In this room, a lot of the same of what you've seen. There's a couple extra wooden chairs just kind of knocked about or not, having been used recently. It's more of a rectangular room, whereas the door that you just opened is on one of the longer walls. On either of the shorter walls, to your left and right, there are 2 doors, both closed.
But nothing specifically in that room that would attack us.
No living things as far as you can tell.
Well, given that we're looking for potential zombies, living is such a... It's such a red herring of a word. You understand? I'd like to make
term.
a more... I'd like to make a more deep check into this,
Okay.
I think.
Roll a perception check.
I'm going to roll a perception check. I needn't have bothered. It was a 2, so 4 total.
No signs of life or unlife.
Amazing. At the very least, there's nothing living in this room. There's 2 more doors, though, and I reckon we leave those closed until we can determine for certain that it's either just another hallway or, well, we have another person to help deal with it if it's not.
I agree. Let's head to the head out into the hallway again, and then head to the door on the left that the blood
Okay.
led towards.
Okay. Hera, are you opening this door first as well?
Why not? Let's go for it. I'll open the door first.
Okay. You open the door first, and immediately you recognize that similar kind of irony smell that comes from blood, especially having seen it kind of smeared on the wall leading in. In this room, you can see that there's a little more furniture than some of the other rooms that you've been in. There's like a wooden table that's kind of knocked over. There's a chair that's kind of off in the far corner to the right. There even looks to be like pieces of broken glass among the flooring here, and you see kind of just in the middle of the room, kind of off to the corner, slumped over the table that is kind of on its side, another humanoid who doesn't appear to be moving. All you can really see from here is that this humanoid figure is not moving. They're pretty short. There's a bit of blood kind of staining the table, and you can kind of see where it's kind of dripped and trickled down the edge of the table, kind of coming from their body. And that's everything you
Right.
see in this room.
Everything I see in this room, that's enough for me to think that there's nothing going to attack me. I want to see if this body is a dead one or another alive one, please.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
I will make a medicine check. I'm once again looking for a pulse. It's an 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay. You are able to find a pulse. Do you go to, adjust the figure at all? Get them off of the table? Is it just reaching over to find a pulse? Like, what exactly are you doing?
So I would be, I think, looking to kind of go over to them, check like the usual pulse spot, see if I can like find anything like signs of life.
So
then similar to last time, I think I'd want to just kind of go, hello.
okay.
Hello.
So with
that
how
worked really well last time.
With how this person is draped over the table, it's kind of like the side of the table is in their ribs, and they're kind of head down, legs down, draped over that way. You're able to get up there. You find like the wrist, and you're able to kind of check the pulse there. You do feel a faint pulse, though. Much like with Ely, this individual is unconscious. So you go to shout in their ears to try to get their attention, and pretty suddenly, this person kind of comes to in quite a panic, and like flails in a way that the table kind of falls the rest of the way down to where it's kind of fully upside down. They kind of tumble off of it just a little bit before they kind of look up, and you see in front of you, well, as a matter of fact, Etheria, why don't you introduce your character?
Etheria is an on-graph woman with verdant green skin, bright yellow eyes, her hair dark, pulled back into a practical knot. She wears light, well-worn armor etched with simple symbols of the sun, designed for movement rather than display. Though small in stature, her stance is steady and assured, like someone who has learned to stand firm amid chaos. Despite her sharp edge, there's warmth in her gaze, the unmistakable presence of healer devoted to light and life.
As you come to,
goodness.
sorry to interrupt you. As you come to, Etheria, you are panicked. When you, the last thing you remember was just kind of frantically trying to get away from all of the things in here that were just kind of indescribable, and they wouldn't let you be, and you're bloody and you're sore, and as you came to, there was just a loud noise, and all of a sudden you kind of crash to the ground. You have no idea what's going on. You're very disoriented, and you've kind of been through it.
Well, you look like you've had better days, but I promise I'm not a zombie, if that helps.
Era, we might have to go over this whole awakening process. I don't know.
I was going to ask. I don't think I'm the best for this. Would you do the next one,
No.
please?
I'll make sure to do the next one a little bit more.
Thank you, really. I shouldn't be doing this.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Hera. I'm a sorcerer and I use magic.
I'm Sam. We find ourselves much like yourself in this decrepit building, looking for a way out, perhaps. I also turn to Ely. Do you happen to recognize this as one of your fellow adventurers?
Yeah.
You
Etheria, it's okay. We're here.
What happened to you?
Whew, what didn't happen to me?
So,
you
how
okay?
many other of your party members are we to expect?
There was one more of us.
Yeah. Just one.
Okay.
Etheria, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I can't see my hands.
The
Well, it
rest
is
of you,
quite
the rest of you can
dark
very
in here.
clearly see her hands, by the way.
No. Thankfully, no.
So, is this a big thing on the wall situation? Are your hands... Give it a second. Wake up a little bit. Tell us about you. Tell us about who you're from. You're in a big wooden thing here. Let's do the 5 things you can see, the 4 things you can hear. Just work with me here.
It's dark. I can't. I just lost my memory a little bit. I remember Ely and our other friend in the city on an investigation, and I'm somehow here. I still can't see my hand.
Right, it's not fantastic you can't see your hands. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not a good prognosis, but the good news is everyone else can, I think.
Oh.
So, I must ask. You look like a cleric of some god, no?
Yeah, you guys look a bit beat up.
I'd certainly describe ourselves as that. Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Can I heal? I don't know if I can heal many people at once.
Each time, it depends on the spell, but for the most part, each time you heal somebody, that will take one of your spell slots, depending on the level.
Am I able to heal Ely? I roll for medicine?
Here, let me help you out. Technical difficulties, bear with us, as none of the spells are showing up on the character sheet.
Happens.
Love technical difficulties.
Okay, I just added a level 1 healing spell on your thing that should be visible, and it's not, you don't roll for medicine, but it'll tell you how much you roll if you click on your spells tab.
So the
might-
cure wounds.
That's the one you're looking for, and if you want to heal more at a time, you can cast it at higher levels. It'll just, like, higher level spell slots are more valuable, basically.
So I just click on like the slots. Mhm.
You do that once you've done it, and that checks off the slot to let you know you've used it. To roll for it, you can just click on under effect. It'll highlight when you hover over it. That's what you click.
Oh, okay. So I got 16.
Dang. Okay.
Nice.
That was for who are you healing?
Elite.
Okay. So you guys watch as Etheria kind of reaches out towards Ely and just kind of takes her hand in her palm, and you can see as this faint kind of golden glow kind of emanates from Etheria's eyes for just a moment before it just kind of flows down her neck, shoulder, arm, and then into Ely. And suddenly, Ely, you feel significantly less sore. Some of the kind of open cuts that you had are mended, and you feel like you've just kind of been refreshed. You can heal yourself for 16.
Okay. Question. What was I at before?
Did it not say? You were at about half, so that puts you back to full. So you're good.
Okay. Cool. Oh, thank you, Etheria. I think they might need more help than I do, though.
Honestly, the main way I need help is with my spells. I'm nearly spent. Just dramatically sparking fingers to prove a point. Well, look, there were 2 other doors in the other room. Etheria, do you feel well enough to walk with us?
I feel like I could manage.
Okay. Well, if you follow after me and after my dear friend Sam, then hopefully we'll be able to find somewhere, and if that somewhere is bad, well, at least there's more of us to deal with it, no?
Perfect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perhaps on the way, we'll also find your hands.
Yes, one must hope that should probably change.
I'll work on it.
Deep breaths. Just take some deep breaths.
Oh, Eri, you said earlier that there was traces of the sun shining from outside, or what must be the midday sun shining from outside. Is
Very
that
overcast.
still the case?
It's like a dull gray. Like a prime, like a peak seasonal depression kind of day in terms
I
of
love
light.
those kind of days.
It's very, very few and far between the little, like, notches or tiny gaps in the wall where it lets it through. Like, you can see the visible streaks of it. That's kind of how small it is. It's just enough to give you guys kind of like a faint light.
And the walls themselves, when I knock them, do they feel sturdy?
It feels a lot like, first thing that comes to mind is kind of when you go to a theme park that has a wooden roller coaster and you can tell that the wood used hasn't been touched up in far too long, and you don't trust it anymore. It's that kind of vibe.
All right. Well, I've got 1 third level spell, or 3rd magnitude spell, excuse me. I won't metagame. I have 1 larger spell that I can use left. And worst case scenario, it could go through the wall, get us out of here very quick.
We need to find Valus first, though.
Valus. Okay, and you'd recognize them if you saw them?
Yeah, definitely.
I would like to then volunteer you to be the one to wake them up. Surely a familiar face would definitely do them good instead of I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I can handle it. And then I'm gonna turn and go back towards the room with the 2 doors.
Okay. I'll follow.
Okay, so you guys make your way back into that room with 2 doors on either side. Both are closed, to the left and to the right.
Is there a difference between the 2 of them?
Make a perception check.
One is on the left and one is on the right.
Very stark difference.
Well, that's a 2.
Oh. As far as you can tell, they're about the same.
Wait, hold on. Perception. That's a 9, actually. Sorry.
Same thing. They seem about identical.
Okay. I'm going to ask the group if they have a preference for left or right first.
Well,
Obviously the right one must be the right.
Okay,
So
let's
the
go to
logic
the
I
right
need.
then.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Who is leading the charge?
I am.
Okay. You open the door, and in front of you, you see a hallway. Surprise, surprise. At the end of it is a door, but about halfway down it, the hallway has an adjoining hallway that turns to the left.
So
Okay,
I can't
great.
help but note that the track is called The Army of the Dead.
I'm sure the the music going on in your head has nothing to do with the situation we're currently trapped in.
Of course, I should get the songs out of my head. Excuse me. Be more present in the moment, indeed. You're so right. Let's continue. At the very least, we can see that there is an open hallway ahead of us.
Okay. Do you elect to... So you have the door at the end of the hallway, you have the hallway to the left. Which are you going for?
I think... Oh, well, I'm not the one leading. Excuse me.
Once I get to the left hallway, what do I see down the hallway?
It goes on for about 15 feet before it turns to the left again.
Okay, I'm gonna continue towards the door.
Okay.
First.
You guys continue towards the door. Do you open it?
Yeah.
Okay. You open this door and immediately notice that this is the largest room that you guys have come across. At least in Ely and Etheria's case, it's the biggest one you can remember. You open this door. You find that it's got the most furniture out of any room you've seen so far. Most signs of life. There appears to actually be like a rug or 2 in here on the floor. There's a couple of small, almost like bedside stands, a table and some chairs. A lot of cobwebs and stuff. Like, you know, even though this stuff is here, it's not super lived in by any means, or at least something's definitely off. And you can see on the other side of the room, kind of over to the left, there appears to be like a couple of wardrobes. No windows, just the faint little bits of light peeking through the walls, as with everywhere else. There appears to be a lot of blood in this room. more than you've seen up to this point, for sure. And laying about, I don't know, let's say somewhere kind of in the middle of the room, just kind of sprawled out a little bit around like a little bunched up part of the rug, and with a fair amount of blood kind of pooled underneath them, another humanoid who is face down and unmoving.
I will go and feel for a pulse.
Okay. As you get closer, before you even get to feel a pulse, you recognize this as Valise.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, are you going to feel for a pulse?
Yes, and
Okay.
also like kind of gently like try to wake her up.
Okay. You go ahead and roll medicine check.
That's another 9.
Okay. You're able to feel the pulse, but in your attempts to try and wake her up, she doesn't seem to be coming to. As you kind of, I'm assuming you kind of rotate her over so she's not face down anymore. Okay.
Yes.
As you do that, Valise, why don't you describe who we see?
You see before you a half-elven young woman with long brown hair and a singular braid. She looks as though she has been through hell. Very bloody, clothes disheveled. Her eyes are blue, and there's no really standout features on her. She looks very ordinary. Like she could blend in with anyone in a crowd. She's wearing a very dark outfit with rips in her shirt that you have seen. They're stitched up from where she's had to fix it herself. And her boots are just absolutely filthy.
Okay. The rest of you notice as Ely is able to kind of find a pulse. You gather, but this person that Ely seems to recognize has not woken up yet.
Well, it was a good try for what it's worth. Shall I give it a go?
I think Etheria should take over. I think she'll be able to help the most.
Quite right. Please.
It was a good try here.
Well,
Your
I certainly tried.
your talents are useful elsewhere, I promise.
Well, I have other talents and other skills I can pull from. Can I investigate the rug to see if it's one of the cool ones that traps you?
Roll an investigation check.
That's a natural one.
I mean, it looks pretty identical. Sure. I mean, if the other one was, it looked pretty much like this. I don't see why this one wouldn't be.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to step on it, please, to test.
Okay. You step on it, and you can't help but feel like you're just doing it wrong. Like, it's gotta work, but like you just can't. Like, it's not. Why isn't it working for you?
How big is this rug at the moment? What's the dimensions of this?
It'd probably be
Like roll
maybe,
up and take withable?
Yeah, it's like 3 by 5 foot.
Okay, I can about manage that. I'd like to roll it up and
Okay.
kind of haul it with me. I've got like a carry over my shoulder backpack. If I like flop it over that, then it means
Sure.
it's out the way enough. I'd like to do that, please.
Okay. You roll up the rug to the others' probably confusion.
And also, if you see any cutlery, please do tell me.
With that, Etheria, being it was tossed over to you, would you like to try and cast a healing spell or something of the sort on Valise?
I would love to.
Okay.
Place the cure wounds.
Yep. What level are you doing it at?
Level 2.
Okay. Go ahead and click on the thingy. Let me know what you roll.
12.
Okay. Valise, you can go ahead and heal yourself for 12, and you suddenly come to dazed and confused and sore and with one of the worst headaches you've ever had.
What is going on? Who are these people with you?
It's okay. They're our friends.
Oh, can you keep your voice down, please?
Oh.
A quick wave and a quiet. My name's Hera. I've been there.
I'm Sam.
It gets better over the course of the day.
Okay, Hera and Sam. Okay, cool. Am I in a pool of blood?
At that,
It looks that way.
Ely, with your passive perception, you notice that it seems like a lot of the blood that was pooled might have come from around like the upper shoulder kind of area on the right side of Valise. You see like a lot of the getup that she's wearing is very like blood soaked and whatnot. But as far as you can tell from like the bits of her skin that are visible, like you don't really, you can't see cuts per se.
Could I not see them before or after she was healed?
It was the same.
Okay. Huh. So it looks like you lost a lot of blood, but I don't know how you lost it.
All I remember was coming in this room, seeing the furniture, the door closing behind me, and when I turned to try and open the door, it wouldn't, and then I blacked out.
Well, me and Sam haven't blacked out in this place yet, though we did just kind of appear in a room.
Is there anybody? Can I like see if I'm like gonna look around and see if there's anybody else in this room?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, incredible.
Hey.
Nice.
Yes.
So you see the two of your original band of 5 in Etheria and Ely in the room. You see the two new people that you were introduced to, Sam and Hera. As you're kind of scanning and looking around, beyond that, nothing immediately catches your eye, and then right as you're about to stop looking, you notice a kind of figure that is kind of off in one of the corners, and you recognize it instantly as one of the things that you were trying to run away from when you were kind of alone and dazed and confused and just trying to find a way out. And you initially get that kind of pit in your stomach at seeing that, but then you can see as it's slowly becoming a little less and less opaque, and you kind of blink once or twice and it's just gone completely. You kind of recognize that as having been entirely a hallucination.
So I recognize it as a hallucination?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. We need to find a way out of here. This place is actually like messing with our brains.
I couldn't agree more.
I
I think
agree.
I've seen the same hallway about 8 times so far, and I've only been here about 30 minutes. Tops, really.
We've only been. Wait. How long have we been here?
It's
Longer,
a
I'd estimate.
while.
Okay.
Well,
Someone's going to have to help me up. I'm going to slip and fall in all of
Well-
this.
Here, I got you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and, Etheria, go ahead and make a dexterity check. Just click on your dex score. It'll roll.
No.
getting up check.
Yeah. 19.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. You're able to help Valise up. No issue.
Easy.
There you go.
Valise, as you come to your feet, that headache momentarily just kind of flares up quite a bit. And as you kind of come to, you have to like genuinely like hold your eyes shut for a second. The pain is so intense. You kind of keel over a second. You have like a ringing in your ears, and the voices around you are still very much blaring at max volume for some reason.
Okay. We're going to have to move as quietly as possible. I don't feel great, you guys.
I have a flask of water as part of my survival kit. Can I give some of that to Valise?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pass over the flask of water. I'm gonna go. Now, take a sip of that every couple of minutes, and try not to look at the bright lights that are coming through.
Okay. I'm just going to chug all of it.
Well,
I'm just going to throw it
that's
back.
certainly one of the ways that you could have done that, and I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Incredible.
Furthermore, I'm not sure you've seen exactly what I'm wearing. Moving extremely quietly might be a little bit of a challenge. Just gonna put that out there.
I'll stay behind you and just follow the blaring clinking of your armor. Don't worry.
At your chugging of the water, if I may, real quick.
Yes.
Valise, roll a survival check.
Oh,
Okay.
Water was contaminated all along.
well, that's
17
awful. I've been
plus 1.
surviving off that.
18.
Cavian strikes again.
Oh no! No.
So you chug the water in what would normally feel extremely refreshing, having had all that water with like your headache and what you've been through. You notice that it kind of does, but the more it lingers, I mean, not really. Like maybe you only think it feels a little refreshing because it's supposed to, but like physically it's not. And that's just something you register.
Okay.
The most
Gotcha.
mid water you've ever tasted.
What was this sewage water?
Well, I've been surviving off it just fine, and I think my skin's quite fine.
Stronger immune system.
You do notice that Hera does have pretty good skin.
Okay.
I'll need
I
a
see you.
perception check for that.
It's just glowing.
Flawless.
All right. I think that our best bet to get out of here might be to just take all the same turns, right? Eventually it'll lead somewhere.
It's as best a plan as I've heard.
Yeah, given your stories we've heard of your experiences, I think the last thing we should do in this situation is to split up.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, perfect. At that, we'll go ahead and take a 5-10 minute break, since we're more or less halfway in, and then we will return once everyone is done getting up and what have you. We'll just sit on the BRB screen, and everyone in chat, you can hold tight in the meantime. All right. We are back. So, you guys just found and acquired Valise, the, as far as you know, last person you know of to be down here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, your guys' plan was to choose somewhere to go and then just continually go one direction?
Yeah, I think we got to try.
Okay.
Might as well. Don't want to stick around here.
Okay. So you'll know that from the door you came from, that hallway you were in split off into another direction you haven't explored. Alternatively, there is a second door in this room.
Well, this room's closer. Let's just get it out the way, see if there's anything interesting, and if there is, then fantastic. And if not, then we have a perfectly good unexplored option.
We didn't happen to see like a trap door or sort of anything when Hera took the rug,
No.
did we? Okay.
Nope. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
it's break time,
gonna
by the way.
you're gonna check the door first.
Who wants to be the brave one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you go and you
Okay.
open the door, the unopened door in the room. You see a hallway that stretches for about 10 feet before it turns to the right.
Okay. And when I tiptoe my way down that hallway to the right, do I see anything down it?
You see a longer stretch of hallway. At the very end of it, it kind of T intersections again to the left and right, both hallway. And about halfway down, there's a hallway that goes to the left as well.
Right.
No doors.
No doors. Has anyone been, say, drawing these hallways out so that there's some idea of where we're going? Because I'm afraid that my directionality is very poor.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I don't carry a pen and paper on me, so I
Well,
haven't been able to jot anything down. I kind of lost my mind.
that's fair. Honestly, I wouldn't be jotting things down if that had happened to me either. I understand that. Right. I'm going to check the
Actually-
one to the left.
The hallway to the left?
Yes, hallway to the left.
Okay. The hallway that you turn into stretches for about 15 feet, and then it turns to the right.
Well, does this turn to the right look like it also connects with another hallway? Because that means that there is just a square happening at the end of this hallway.
Down
that
this
we'd loop round
hallway,
and round.
the way this hallway goes to the right, a little further on, it is just the hallway itself turns to the right.
So
That
two
means we have a
rights
loop.
make a left.
So from
they
the
make
room
an
you
U-turn.
from the room you got Valise in, you went in the hallway. That hallway went right. So you went down, then you took a left, and now you're looking at another right. You're going diagonal right now.
Oh, right, okay.
Well,
Well,
what if?
let's keep going.
Yeah.
as
What
good
if
as
we
heading and
do?
running.
If we do two rights and another, then we should end up in the same hallway again. And if we don't, then we know things are changing.
That's a good call. Let's make sure there's not magic involved in our confusion. Let's keep going till we can work out whether or not the rooms are changing, I say.
Okay. So not backtracking, you're going ahead with this?
Going ahead.
Okay. You go down the very long hallway, and you arrive at a T intersection. You can go either left or right.
We need another right, don't we?
Yep.
Okay, let's go right.
Okay. You go right. And ahead of you, there are 2 doors on the left-hand side of the wall as it stretches down, and then this hallway turns to the right a little bit later on. I want either Hera or Sam to roll a history check.
Okay.
Mm,
19. Let me see what my modifier is. For history, it's +1, so dirty 20. Absolutely filthy.
Okay. That room, the second room on the left, kind of where the hallway turns to the right, just opposite of that, that's the room that you found Ely in.
Aha.
mm,
And that hallway
Nothing
that
magical.
turns that hallway that turns to the right, in front of that, was the hallway that you had backtracked to then go to the bloody place.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Then this is just a loop that goes round.
what if we go back to the T crossing we were last and instead take the left, the
Okay.
direction would be straight ahead now, I think.
Yep. So you go back that way. There is a room at the end of the hall, and there is a door pretty quick at your right.
Let's walk through that. Doors are meant to be walked through. Let's go through this one.
Okay. You find a room slightly larger than the very first one you found yourselves in. There is another door on the wall to the right, and otherwise it is entirely empty, aside from the cobwebs and various bits of dust and whatnot.
Avid
Well.
collectors of cobweb, I must say.
Yeah, let's go through this one too.
Okay.
Let's open the door.
Okay, you open this door. You see the longest hallway that you have seen yet. You can't even venture to guess how far it goes. There is, over the course of this hallway, there is one hallway that shoots to the left, a door on the left, and then on the right side, there are 3 hallways at various points, and 2 doors.
We're spoiled for choice, really.
Oh, might as well
long
take
hallway.
each option as we walk past them.
Yep. I
Okay.
can check things on the left, and you can check ones on the right.
Okay. First thing
Or
you
just
come up.
generally split them up.
First thing you come across is a hallway that shoots to the left. You peek down it, and it turns to the right out of sight.
Okay.
Do you go down it, or do you keep on your current path?
I think I keep on my current path for now.
Okay. You guys
Check
continue to...
the doors as well.
Yep. You continue to go down this hallway. The next thing you come across is a hallway that darts to the right. When you take a peek down it, you see that it quickly goes to the right again, or further down this hallway, there is a door on the left side, and then at the very end of it, another hallway to the right side.
Do
Do
we
we go
want to
down
check
this
the
one?
other hallways before we go down a hallway?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
If this one's extremely long, what's at the end of it?
As far as you guys have seen, at the very, very end of it, it turns out of sight to the right.
Okay.
Hmm.
And through the walls, like I know you said you can see, like there's haze outside. It's not much light, but
Mhm.
when we like are looking at the walls, are we able to see cracks, or is it just the ceiling that it's mostly coming from?
There's nothing too big, like entire chunks missing or like cracks per se. It's a lot of like just tiny gaps where maybe the wood has just kind of aged just right, where there's maybe a little gap. You might get a little draft that kind of comes through, maybe around where like the beams kind of meet, where the wood is kind of started to rot a little bit. It's nothing big enough to, like at most you could maybe fit like one finger through the biggest holes.
Right.
Does
I
it
was just-
seem like outside of it is the outdoors? Are we able to hear through these? Like, there's gaps in it large enough to have rays of sunshine come through. Can we hear anything like bird song or rain or really anything from the outside?
You know what? Make a survival check.
Survival, okay. 11 plus. I have a +5 on survival. Okay, well that's a 16.
Okay. The vibe that you get from it is, it feels definitely like it's outdoors. It definitely gives you a strange vibe. There's not like birds or voices like it would be in a bustling city or anything, but just that faint dull gray that's coming through is something that you've come to be familiar with in the parts of Blutora that you guys have been in recently, at the very least, on Overcast days. The kind of lingering smell, the slight draft. You get the idea that it's the normal outside world outside of it, but you just can't really make out details.
I'm going to be investigating these and I'm going to go. Sam, your weapon could break through this, couldn't it?
Possibly, yeah. As long as it's not, as long as it's just regular wood and not enchanted in any way, per se.
Well, worst case scenario, if we can't find our way out, we can certainly make a new way out, no?
Yes, very much depends on what is outside. Feels very, very strange. This, not just this building we're in, but the outside as well.
Yes, I can't say that this is exactly a non-liminal space. Well, let's keep going for now and then keep our options in mind when it comes to that. I don't like the idea of staying here for too long.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's
do you
the
guys?
next hallway or room that's coming up?
You're continuing on the really long one?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Next thing that you guys see is a door on the right side.
And when we open that door?
When you open that door, you see a room, rectangular room. You're looking at it kind of long ways. In this room, the occasional kind of bit of old, not really used wooden furniture, or the cobwebs, a little bit of blood, just kind of very dry, very old, kind of mixed in with the dust kind of around the floor. There's another door opposite of where you stand, and then there is a door to the right.
And is there any hint that there's been any kind of recent activity in this room?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 13 total.
As far as you can tell, I mean, dust is slightly kicked up in places, but nothing jumps out at you as having been active recently.
Okay. I'd like to keep going through the doorway in this room then.
So you're going into the door?
Into
or,
the door.
Into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. You have the two other doors in this room, one at the opposite end and one to the right.
Okay. The one to the right should then run parallel to the larger hallway, is that right?
The one to the right would open up into the hallway that you just peeked down, but elected not to go into.
Right, okay. And the one opposite would then run perpendicular to this hallway. Can I peek into that door?
Yep. You peek into that door, and there is a hallway that
There sure is.
goes down for a while before it disappears to the right, and there is another hallway that intersects to the left a little bit closer.
Okay.
Are we able to distinguish exterior from interior walls?
They have all looked identical.
Oh, man. Okay.
It's very liminal. I must say, whoever designed this place did not have architecture in mind at all.
Are we just... Do we happen to just be trapped inside of IKEA? Could that be an option?
Right, we've now made
worst
IKEA
decorated
canon
IKEA.
too.
IKEA. I think we go back to Sam breaking the wall.
I think we investigate that now, I fear.
Yeah, perhaps.
Any way to
May
make
I-
that less noisy?
Plug your ears?
I guess if I gotta.
May I
use my
gently
hands as
strike
earmuffs, but I can't
at
see
the
them.
wall?
When you say gently strike, what does that mean?
Not gently at all. Just hit the wall and
Just hit it.
Roll an attack?
I'm gonna like crouch down and cover my whole head.
I'm gonna like hurtle on top of
that is a 14 to hit.
Okay. Valise, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Here.
I'm
What's
also
that?
covering
Sorry.
the cat's ears.
Okay, is that just my d20 plus my constitution?
Your Constitution save, it'll be top left of your character sheet, that box with 6 things. Your con is, for saving
Yes.
throws, +2, so yeah.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Sam, go ahead and roll damage.
Sure thing. That is 10 damage.
Okay. You swing, I'm assuming this is against a wall?
Mhm.
Okay. You swing, and you pretty much blast this this wooden plank or two that are next to each other. Kind of wood chips kind of go flying a little bit. You guys got to kind of squint your eyes a little bit as the wood kind of almost explodes. And it lets a little bit more of the light in. At first, you're able to kind of get a glimpse through it, where on the other side you can just see like more of the wooden walls that you're seeing now, but clearly on whatever like outside of this structure there is, and it looks pretty much the same as it does on the inside. You're able to see a little bit of the sky above, or what you think is the sky. It is all like this same even dull gray that you kind of imagined it would be based on the light. As you're taking all of that in, you watch as where the wood planks were initially before they got kind of blasted apart. They slowly start to kind of piece back together, like they just kind of materialize back in place.
Oh.
Like the shattered bits of wood are still on the ground, but it's like new ones just kind of grow back in place.
Well, that's... I don't think houses are known to do that.
Correction, I can make a hole, I'd like to say I cannot maintain it for very long.
Well, that's fine. Those are two different skill sets. When we saw the sky, was it truly just uniform gray, or were there clouds and they were all just gray clouds?
You couldn't see a big patch of it. From what you could see, it was all one singular dull gray. You couldn't make out
Oh,
like individual
dear.
clouds or a sun or anything.
Right.
See the ground.
Like the Great Fog.
It
The fog is
it does
coming.
appear very hazy and kind of foggy.
Right.
Mm,
If we
Well,
can't see the ground, I'm not comfortable with having my cat go and try and squeeze through there.
wait, I have Winston. Do I? I think I have to ritual cast the spell now, but
I think so.
I think I have Winston. That takes like 5 minutes or so. Okay. I'd like to begin the process of summoning Winston.
Do
Okay.
you need to stay in one place for ritual casting, or can we?
That's a
Walk out?
really, really good question. I'll be a second while I work that one out.
Okay. As of the rest of you, what are you all thinking or doing?
I'm wondering who wins.
I'm thinking. It was certainly a test to see what kind of a structure this is. I'm not sure. Actually, do I have any kind of idea of like what could be doing this? Because it's not an illusion, because I could actually like strike the wood.
Make an Arcana check.
Sure. That is a 17.
It's not any form of magic that you're familiar with, and it certainly seems to be whatever it is pretty powerful and likely not like traceable to one person, individual creature, whatever that is kind of bringing that magic on. You get the feeling that the magic is maybe of the place that you're in, of the structure, maybe of wherever you are, maybe something like that.
I've looked it up and I'd need a full hour staying still. I don't really think that that's situational. I can't see that being very helpful right now.
Maybe not.
I feel like by the time it would be cast, we'd have a map of the place.
Okay, so what's your next move?
Well, there was the one big room. Well, let's keep a note of the big landmarks. There was the big room,
Mhm.
the room with lots of blood where we found Velis. And
Same room.
Same room, wonderful. There was me and Sam's portal room.
Yes.
Our portal disappeared after we came through.
Ours too.
You guys would know that you came through the same portal because they did mention the shade, which is where you guys were as well.
Okay.
Do I recognize like anything now that my mind is kind of back? I mean, I have like I'm like a pounding headache, but
yeah, you've got the pounding headache. You're starting to get like some chills. You don't really. Actually, you know what? Make a history check.
Okie doke. History, where are you? Okay, +2. 16.
Very nice.
16. You feel maybe halfway confident that you've been at this spot before while you were, on your own, just kind of exploring, running, trying to get away from things. You can't really say, that you know too much directionally from here, but you get that vaguely familiar kind of feeling from the very specific spot that you're in right now.
Okay. Okay.
Well, let's work out this place's dimensions. If we don't know a way out, let's at least work out where the edge is. Let's go in one direction as far as we possibly can.
From where you are now, the hallway that you broke the wall in continues down for a ways before it dives to the right, and there is an offshoot to the left a little sooner.
I think I would like to opt to go down the hallway as far as it goes.
Mhm.
Is there
Agreed.
anyone with me doing that?
Yes.
All of us.
Okay.
We did not split
No
up.
better idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I get a marching order? All 5 of you, front to back. What order are you in?
I think if it was my idea, I'm probably leading. So I would probably be ahead.
Okay. Who will be?
I'm just staying away
second in
from
line?
Sam, so wherever he is, I'm not going to be directly next to him.
Okay.
I was gonna say I might take up the rear.
I'll go second.
I'll go third.
I
Okay.
could go fourth then.
So Sam
Very well.
last.
Yep.
Okay. So as you continue to make your way down the hallway, it dives off to the right for a bit. I'm assuming you're just following that.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm essentially just following it as far as it will go in one direction. So if it goes to the right, I'm looking for the next left. And if it goes to
Okay.
the left, I'm looking for the next right.
Okay. Sam, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Will do. Sure, the house is not at all upset at me for breaking a wall. For wisdom saving from right. That would be an 11.
Okay.
Oh dear.
All right. You guys turn the
That's
corner.
not okay.
You guys turn it was DC 10. You turn the corner and everything is everything. You all die. You turn the corner and there is a door. Pretty quickly after that corner. I'm assuming you open the door, Hera.
Yeah, I slowly open the door. I'm trying to make sure that there's not anything unusual about these doors before, but if they're all uniform, then I am just opening.
Okay. Yeah, so far they're all uniform. You open this door, and for the first time, you see a room that is not exactly square or rectangular. This one's kind of misshapen just a little bit. The wall on the left side just goes for a while in kind of a normal rectangular shape, but on the right side, the wall starts close to you, and then it kind of meanders away, and then there's like a sharp turn in the wall before it to the right before it comes back to the left. It's this weird kind of 6 or 7 shaped room. I'm trying to count real quick. Six
I was
sided.
say, I think it's a hexagon.
6-sided room, but like the left side and the wall opposite of you are like a perfect 90 degrees. So half of those shapes are just on the right side. Anyway, weird room. Cobwebs everywhere, some tossed furniture, old furniture that doesn't really look too used. You see in the middle of the room where the walkway might be, the dust is noticeably kicked up. On the far side of the room, to the right and left, 2 doors opposite of one another.
And the one on the left would be the one that's taking us in the same direction that we've been going, right? Or we did a right-hand turn to get to this room?
Yeah, so before that right-hand turn, that door to the left is generally the same direction.
Okay. Is there anything else except for the shape of the room that's remarkable about it?
Nope, it's a lot of the same stuff otherwise. This one just seems... This one just, it feels weird, feels strange, compared to how uniform the rest of the rooms have been. Yeah, I mean...
Can I make any kind of arcana check? If it feels weird, I want to see how it feels magically as well.
Yeah, roll an arcana check.
I'm gonna do that. Arcana. That's an 18 plus... What's my arcana? 4, so 22.
Okay. As far as you can tell, you're not getting any weird or standout magical sort of vibes from this place, other than just a lingering, a very faint lingering kind of essence of magic in the air that you've kind of picked up ever since you guys witnessed the wall kind of mend itself. You were kind of turned on to the idea that there's magic going on. Since then, you've kind of registered that, and in here, there's no more than just that faint level.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll move on to the door that would take us to the straight path then, I think. If there's nothing else in this room that's obviously taking my interest.
Okay. The door on the left opens up into a hallway in which there is a door at the opposite end, straight ahead of you, and a hallway that dives out of sight to the left, halfway down.
The one opposite would be the one to continue in this direction.
Yes.
I will go for that doorway.
Okay.
Just making sure that I'm not going over anything like a trap.
Okay. Marching order the same?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sam, make another wisdom saving throw.
What's up with Sam?
Harry is just likes to torment mates. That's fine. That is a 18.
Okay. You guys open this door, or I guess, Hera, you open this door. This room appears to be fairly empty. I mean, there's some kicked up dust. There's a couple of old dried blood stains. Same amount of light, same cobwebs and everything. No more doors in this room. Looks like a dead end.
Well, okay.
Do we want to try and hit the wall at the end, the dead end, if it seems like we've come to the end of the line?
I can give it a go. I can give it a wallop with my staff.
Okay, roll an attack.
I'm gonna wallop it. Okay, where is my staff? Well, it was a 7 to hit, and I'm not sure that does anything.
Go and roll damage.
Oh, okay.
Wall's not trying to dodge it.
6 damage.
Okay. Valis, roll another Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
God. Uh-oh. Constitution 7 and 2 is 9.
Okay. Hera, you said you did 6 damage?
I did do 6 damage.
Okay, Valis, you take 3 points of damage.
Oh dear.
Oh!
You smack the wall with your staff. It doesn't quite have the same reaction that it had when Sam hit it, though you do crack one of the planks pretty good. You're able to kind of, push it as it's just kind of loosely hanging by a nail now. And you can see on the other side of this kind of wooden plank appears to be a hallway spanning left and right.
Well,
So not the end of the line.
not the end of the line. I estimate by now each one of these hallways has been between 10 and 50 foot generally. There's been a couple that have been longer and have been a couple that have been door immediately. We must be solidly 300 foot into this building. I don't think this
As you're
necessarily
as you're
ends.
saying this, you watch as the wood mends itself like before.
Well, okay, I suppose it was going to do that. I don't think that this hallway, this labyrinth, has a traditional end. I think that there's a discrete exit, one that's maybe magically triggered. Certainly, we got here magically. It would make sense that we would have to leave magically too.
Wait,
Do you have a
that
point?
room that we found Bailey's in, it had like wardrobes and stuff, right? Do you think we can find Narnia? I don't know if we really investigated that room
That is true.
a lot.
No, you're right.
And that was the only one other than the hexagon room that seemed different.
Well, I'd say let's go for it.
You're gonna try to find your way back.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hera, roll a survival check.
A survival check, okay.
Try to find your way back.
Well, I've been going in a straight line. It feels like I can go in a straight line the other way.
DM to player, very much not a straight line.
Okay, that's fair. That's so fair,
Oh
honestly.
man.
Oh, it's not good. It's an 8.
Okay. So as you retrace your steps, here's what we're gonna do. Every choice, I'm gonna tell you left, straight, right, and you're just gonna give me an answer. First option, straight or right.
I feel like we go straight, right?
Silence is really, really making it for me.
So loud.
I think
That really was just all of the notes being suddenly scribbled out and some improv happening. That's what that silence was. Damn, they didn't go that way. Okay, moving on.
What'll it be? Straight or right?
Right.
Okay. You only have one more option right here, which is right.
Okay.
It's a door. You open it. It's another misshapen room that you've not seen before.
Okay, what is the shape this time?
This one is a rectangular room for the most part, but to the left, you can see where the room kind of turns, almost as if it were going to be like a big L-shaped room, but it's a little misshapen in that there's like that part of the room that dives off to the left and would be like the top of the L comes back down and then kind of straightens out for another 2 or 3 feet before it goes back into the rectangular part.
So I walked straight into an L. Got it. Okay. And there's no other doors in this.
Nope.
There's no doors. I've led us to a dead end. And is there any furniture in this?
No, this one is completely empty. The dust in this one doesn't look like it's been kicked up in a very long time.
Oh, wonderful. I'm really lost then. Amazing. Can we perhaps go the other way?
Okay, you turn around. Right or left?
Left.
Okay. You turn back into the room in which you stabbed the wall.
Amazing. That's where I'm meant. Okay, well. Sam, I'm
Should I
I
lead
hate
the way?
to say this, I'm lost. I'm entirely, totally lost. I lost our bearing about the first room that we came across. I'm going to be real.
Okay, I will do my best.
Okay.
Thank you.
May I try to remember the way
Yeah.
we took?
Roll a survival check. Are you two swapping in running order? Hera to the back?
I think I will volunteer my position at the front.
Okay.
Which means I will also be moving. Can I
Okay.
please switch with someone?
Yeah, you'll switch with Ely, so you'll be second to
Okay.
last. And Ely, you'll be second.
Is there history here? What's...
I think
I'm
it's
not.
just
I'm not sure.
Sam is loud.
Sound based.
What did you roll for survival?
That's not. That's not great. That's a 4.
Okay. So exiting this room, straight or right?
Straight.
Okay. You now have straight or right again.
I'm gonna go straight again.
Okay. Right or left?
Left.
Okay. Right or left again?
Right.
Okay. Hera, make a wisdom saving throw.
My goodness gracious me. Okay. 18 plus... Saving throw?
Yep.
And wisdom.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Perfect. Okay. Sam, straight or left?
Straight ahead.
Okay. The only option is right. Straight or right?
We're gonna go right.
Okay. You open a door to a dead-end room.
Amazing. Well, we got further. That must.
I will say, we certainly did get further. What's in this room?
In this room, you see some like empty wooden shelves. You kind of get like pantry vibes, but completely cleared out. Maybe some extra cobwebs because there's more to kind of web up. But beyond that, it's the same dusty, occasional bit of light. Maybe like a really old dried blood smatter here or there.
I try moving the shelves to see if there's anything behind them.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Okay. Where is that?
You would just click on your strength score.
Not like that. There. Dirty one. It's not a nat one.
No. You guys watch as Ely goes over to move one of the shelves, and upon trying to like push one of them out of the way, the piece of wood on the side that Ely is pushing on suddenly and very loudly just snaps, like the board just kind of snaps in half. Valis, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. 11.
Okay. It hurts, but you don't take damage.
Whew.
Do you and this house have some kind of history?
Me?
No.
Me.
Yes.
I mean, like, I sort of recognize it. I have no idea where we are in it.
Valis, you would recognize that you being affected by the noises more than anything is due to the unusually strong headache you have.
Yeah, I can't get a clear. I don't know. If I could get rid of this headache, maybe I could be of more use.
Well, I mean, I have a healing spell, but there's also a chance, a small chance, tiny even, that if I heal you, I'd blow things up. You know how it is with magic.
Right. Can we? I don't want to do that. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair.
May I? Hmm. As we've been traversing the house, has your headache, Shane, like been affected at all? Has there been any kind of, or just a constant?
It's been for you, Valise. It's been very constant, but anytime there's loud noises, it flares up really bad.
Okay, so it's not getting worse or better as we go in certain directions or anything?
No.
Okay.
It
No?
is noise sensitive.
Yes.
Interesting.
So maybe if we're extremely quiet, I can hear things.
Valise, what does the wound you've sustained look like? Is it a bite wound?
It's nothing.
You so
That's
you,
like the
Hera,
most zombie apocalypse kind of. That's nothing I've ever heard.
Hera, do you want to are you trying to like look, investigate, perceive?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to have a look at this thing.
Okay.
I want to see if we're having a bite wound. Hidden.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna make a perception check. That is. I keep rolling really high. That's a 21.
For as much blood as is staining Valise's armor around her like right shoulder and upper torso, for as much blood is there, all of the skin visible around like the shoulder and neck and everything is pretty spotless.
Hmm.
Mm.
Is it Valise's blood?
Hmm.
Is there any way I would be able to tell?
I would say make a medicine check, but very high DC.
Okay. Well, given I've just rolled a 5, that's not going to be a successful.
Yeah. It's blood.
It sure is. It absolutely is.
Wait, am I aware? I don't remember if I'm aware of what happened to me or if I'm just kind of running blind.
You just remember when you were kind of running away from everything. You had gotten kind of scratched and scraped and bruised, and like the things you were running away from, you could have sworn you were like fighting at times and were attacking you. You got to that room. You you were locked into the room. You tried to walk out, and the door was suddenly locked, and then all of a sudden you were just out unconscious and waking up with everyone else around you. Before you went into that room, you would know that you don't think you recall having, your entire right side drenched in blood, but you can't be too certain.
Okay. But I am getting really cold.
You're starting to get a little chills.
Okay.
Well, okay. Is there any kind of indication with like the dust on the floor where a more trafficked path is?
You're currently in the dead end room with the shelves. Are you looking in this room for that, or are you going back into the hallway?
I'm looking back into the hallway at this point, if that's a dead end.
Okay. Make another perception check.
I'll do that. 12 total.
As far as you can tell, it's about even in either direction.
Oh, well, Let's go to the right.
Are you leading the way again?
Hera, I believe in you. You can do this.
Okay, I'll lead the way again. I'll go to the right.
Okay. So this puts our order at
I think we're reverting back to original order.
original order. Okay.
Yep.
So Sam's at the back again. All right. So we go to the right. You come across a hallway that leads to the left or the right.
I'll go to the left.
Okay. Not too much further, and you come across the extremely long hallway from earlier. To the
Oh,
left and right.
brilliant. That's familiar, at least.
Are we at the end of the long hallway? Or are we
We're
coming
at
in
the
like
end.
You're coming in halfway down it.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
It stretches to
Okay.
the left and right, and you're at about the halfway point.
Well, which direction do we recognize to be towards our spawn point, so to speak?
You're gonna have to make a survival check for that.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, instead of doing that, is there another door like midway through it that we could have checked?
I mean, to the left, you can see a room at the end of it, and a hallway that dives off to the right. To the right of the hallway, you see there are 2 doors down the length of it on the right, a hallway that goes to the right. At the very end of it, it goes to the right. A door on the left. A lot of options in this one.
I think that direction is the way back. It's essentially the opposite description of this hallway that we got initially, which tells me, okay, that's not only reversed, it's mirrored. So that's the way we're going, I think.
To the right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going all the way down? Are you stopping at one of the...
All the way down and then checking the room closest to the end of the hallway to verify. Because we checked the one closest when we came in this way, and if they're the same room, then we know we're back on track.
So all the way down to the right of this hallway, the hallway turns to the right.
Okay, and is there a room anywhere close to where it turns to the right?
No. There is a room on
Okay.
either wall more closer to you, but it's not really close to the turn.
Okay, I'm turning to the right at the end there because that would have been our left-hand turn to get into this, and then it's a right-hand turn. We go down that zigzag diagonal path.
Okay, hold
and we'll
on.
eventually.
You can't turn left because if you're going this way, the hallway goes to the right.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but to get onto the hallway initially, we turn to the left.
I see. So instead of going right, you're going left.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the room at the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should be the room we found Valise in.
It is not. But
okay.
you are in a room that has a door to the left and the door that you just came through.
Well, the one to the left then.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, we were in the big room, and there was a door in the big room, and we walked into that room, and there were 2 doors, like on the same wall right next to each other, and we walked through one of them, and we came to the long hallway. That might be wrong, but I feel like that's how I remember it.
I trust it. I'm taking Sam's advice.
Agreed.
So what's your plan? Having gone through this door, you are now at another hallway that goes to the right and to the left.
Okay, wonderful. Do I
think I'm gonna go back to the long hallway instead. Go.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna follow Sam, and I'm not splitting us up.
So you go back to the long hallway.
Back to the long hallway, all the way down. You said there were doors at the end of like.
There are.
Hallway to-
There's one hallway on the left and one door on the left, and then on the right there are 3 hallways and 2 doors.
It's labyrinths. Felt more sure of before. So, could you repeat again at the opposite end of the like really long corridor?
Yep. The
There
hallway turns to the right, out of sight, at the very end of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go down there.
Okay. Does this put Hera back at the back of the running order?
I think it puts me at the back of the running order.
Everything.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. A 5.
Okay.
Oh, no.
As you guys get to the end of the hall and you turn to the right, Hera, you turn the corner and you see a hallway in front of you with a door at the end of it, and the other 4 are gone. The other 4 of you that were ahead, you turn to the right and you see a hallway that dives to the left, and the hallway kind of goes to the right into a door, and then it shoots to the left pretty quickly thereafter.
Would I have recognized that Hera was no longer behind me at all? Would I have heard anything?
Let me see what your passive is.
I'm 6'4".
Nope. You're unaware.
Oh,
Okay then.
Amazing.
Right. Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll get back to you in a second, Hera.
Okay.
if I
Okay,
may.
let's walk through the door. Why not?
Okay. Door to the right. You walk in. There is another abandoned, pretty empty room. There's another door on the left of this room.
I feel less sure about this, but door on the left.
Okay. You guys head to the door on the left. Hera, you see a hallway in front of you, a door
Okay.
at the end of it, and behind you, the same hallway turns to the left.
Right. Is there any kind of indication that this is a hallway that's been traversed before?
Make a history check.
History check. 17.
You don't think you've been here before.
Okay. I'll continue forward towards the door.
Okay.
Carefully.
All right. You carefully proceed towards the door. Do you open it?
Carefully, yes.
Okay. Carefully open the door into a pretty decent-sized rectangular room. This one has a handful of tossed bits of furniture, chairs, tables, little stands, little uptick in kind of the dried blood spatter, just a little bit. There's a door on the right, and then there is a door on the opposite wall, a little further down the room to your left. As you open the door and enter this room, you go and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, let's have a look. 11.
Okay. You're all right for now.
Okay, for now, that's good. The uptick in blood, is it clustered? Is it like one thing has bled out here? Or like many things have been slightly injured?
It leans more on many things slightly injured.
Right, okay. Well, do the many things, is there any kind of footprints in the dust, any kind of scrabbling that would lead me to distinguish between many things being lots of humans or creatures?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Perception disadvantage. Okay. So 9, 11, and another 9. Okay, so 11.
As far as you can tell, it's all about the same. There's no footsteps. I mean, there's faintly dust kicked up. The blood looks pretty old. Can't really make out too much.
Okay. And there's 3 doors into this room. The one I just came into, one at the opposite, and then one at the left.
One at the right, but yes.
Okay. I want to have a peek at the one at the right.
Okay. You peek into it, and it looks like it's a hallway that goes down for a while before turning to the left. There is one door on the right wall.
Okay, and if I instead peek down the hallway that goes just opposite in the room, what does that look like?
You open the door. It's a hallway that leads to another door directly at the other end.
Okay, and if I go down that hallway and peek through that door, what's in there?
Okay. As you're walking down that hallway and about to arrive at that door, we'll pick up with the others.
Okay.
The 4 of you guys open this door into a big rectangular room. You are at one. You're on one of the longer walls, but towards the end, and on the opposite side of the room, towards the opposite corner, there's another door. But that's the only other thing other than the door that you just came through. This is another room that has more kind of wooden shelves kind of scattered through the middle. One of them is like tipped all the way over. More cobwebs. No blood in this one as far as you can tell from an initial glance.
Okay.
Nothing on the shelf?
Nope, shelves are cleared out.
Okay.
I'm officially lost. Does someone else have any idea?
I can take a
Sarah?
stab at it. What
Okay.
were you gonna say, Etheria?
A little unrelated, but I was wondering if I could do a lesser restoration spell on Belize.
Oh, okay, yeah, by all means. Let me pull that one up real quick. I'm assuming you're gonna cast that at 2nd level.
Yes.
Okay. So how would you like to go about this? Do you ask of Elise first? Do you just like cast it without her knowing? Like, what's the?
Oh, you know, consent is, nice. Believe? I
Yeah?
think I might have an idea to your headache. Maybe
Okay.
something magic related?
Okay, is it gonna
Mhm.
hurt?
Just close your eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
Okay. You cast Lesser Restoration on Valise. Those of you that are there can kind of see Etheria's eyes kind of glow with that golden light for just a moment before it kind of again travels through the arm and into Valise. And Valise, you feel this like warmth kind of come over you for a second before it kind of fades, and you kind of peek one eye open and then open both of them, expecting to feel different, but other than the bit of warmth, you don't feel too different. You still kind of have the chills kind of flood back in. The headache is still there. You're unsure if it did anything too noticeable.
That felt kind of like a warm breeze, and now my head still hurts.
Can I cast Detect Poison and Disease and try and see what's going on?
Okay. Let me pull that one up real quick. But yes, you certainly may. How do you go about doing this?
Okay, it does take concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. How do you bring it up with the others?
So I have a spell, guys, that might be able to see if there's something wrong here. If your headache, Valise, is something different, I can try to detect any poison or disease in you. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, if it'll help me feel better.
I don't know if it'll do anything to help you feel better, but at least we'll hopefully know what's going on.
Yeah, I guess it is good to know.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast that.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. So you guys sit here. You all decide to sit here for the 10 minutes while you do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
All right. Give me 1 second while I see what all this does. Okay. Back to Hera.
Okay, back to
you
Hera.
You open this door, and ahead of
I
you,
do.
you see a rectangular room with a door on the right wall and a door straight ahead on the opposite wall.
I love rectangular rooms. I love them so much. Have I ever told you how much I love rectangular rooms? I'd like to go to the end of this rectangular room and open the door and see
Okay.
the shape of hallway that is on that side.
Okay, make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay.
Oh no.
What's my modifier? Will it save me? 11.
Okay. You open this door, and you see a hallway in front of you. It stretches for a bit before it gets to a door. There is a hallway that dives to the left. However, right in the middle of the hallway, you see a large, shadowy figure with what looks like 6 appendages. Feels like it kind of turns to face you, but it's all kind of shadow, and you can't really make out too much about it, other than the sudden feeling that it is looking right into your soul.
So, sleep paralysis demon. I've got 3 spell slots left. This doesn't go well for me, I fear. Does it look hostile or just interrogating?
Make an insight check
I will do that.
with disadvantage.
Oh, goodness, okay. Well, that one was a 17. And this one is a 16. So 16.
This thing wants to eat you for dinner.
Oh dear, okay. Well, has it's seen me?
Yeah, you get the feeling that it is looking, it is staring daggers at you right now. Though you can't make out
Does
any
it
like
look-
eyes or anything.
Does it look like it would be able to understand what I say?
As far as you can tell, it's just kind of one mass of kind of living shadows almost.
Okay, I'd like to make an attempt to intimidate this thing away from me.
Okay.
I have prestidigitation through which I am going to conjure the brightest fireball in my hand. Not the spell fireball, but
Okay.
a ball of fire. Going to conjure a really bright one and kind of just look it dead in the eyes and try and communicate with this glance. Don't try it.
Okay. Roll intimidation, also at disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage? Okay, right. What's my intimidation, actually? Oh, it's brilliant, +7. 22 first one. 18 second.
Okay.
So 18.
You feel as though you're really proud of this intimidating show that you put on, and like most things would be kind of scared off from this presence, but it just kind of this thing, whatever it is, it just kind of sits there and continues to kind of stare daggers at you before it just vanishes for a second, and you start to kind of, you ease up just a little bit and let one breath out before it reappears, but this time only 10 feet in front of you.
Okay, I am going to... I feel like I need to up my gear here. I feel like I need to up the ante. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shout. Assuming that something like I've been teleported has happened, I'm going to shout in the hopes that any of the group can hear me before I ready a spell. So I'm going to shout, "Hey, got a problem here!" as loud as I possibly can, and I'm going to begin just... Oh, it'll be Firebolt. It'll be Firebolt. I'm going to launch a Fireball at it. A
Okay.
Firebolt.
Make a strength check for strength of your vocal cords on this shout.
Okay. Strength check. That's a 16 natural, and then what's strength? A check?
Yep.
18. My rolls have been fantastic this game.
Okay. 18, duly noted. And then you ready a firebolt, or you cast a firebolt at it?
No, I cast it. I'm not going to be jumped.
Okay.
I'm casting this.
Go and roll to hit.
To hit is 13.
Okay. Also, is this a cantrip level?
This is cantrip.
Okay. The firebolt seemingly goes entirely into the shadows that make up its form, and you don't see it come out the other side. You don't really see it flare up. It just like the shadow just swallowed it. It starts to move towards you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, this isn't good. Wisdom save 14.
Okay. You are frightened by this thing, and as such, you turn tail and book it away from this thing.
Perfectly acceptable. I'd like to sprint if possible.
Okay. Left or straight?
Straight.
Okay.
Prometheus School of Running Away from Things.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay. Right or left?
Right.
Okay. That brings you into a room with only one door on the opposite side. Do you go through it?
I go through it.
Okay. You're now in a hallway that dives up to the left. Left or straight?
Left. Left seems good.
Okay. You turn left through a door that you abruptly close behind you, and you look around in the room that you just entered. It is a dead-end room.
Oh dear.
We go to the others. You guys are in this long rectangular room just as the casting finishes, and that is Ely casting Detect, Poison, and Magic. Disease, that's the one. Okay. The wording on this one is interesting. So I'm going to... Yeah, okay. So, Ely, upon casting this, after about 10 minutes of kind of having your... just taking in Valis's presence and just trying to understand everything going on, you don't strike anything for the first chunk of it, and right about halfway through your kind of casting of this, you pick up on something like your eyes are closed and you can kind of picture like an ethereal version of Valis in whatever proximity she is from you right now, and you sense this little red blip just kind of appear in that ethereal form in your mind, and you start to kind of hone in on it and focus on it and watch as that red turns to like a deep dark crimson before it starts to kind of streak out like veins or like tree branches from the center of Valis's body or ethereal being all the way out to the edges, down the arms, down the legs, kind of up the neck, and kind of start to slowly crawl up the face. You can start to you can start to almost see the like vibrations of the massive headache going on, where like every heartbeat just kind of Valis is feeling it right now as it's like pounding in the head. And you recognize, or it comes to you rather through this spell, that Valis is currently undergoing, if not having already undergone, the transformation into a vampire.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
You may do with this information as you wish, Ely. You are the only one who knows this right now.
Oh.
I'm going to... My eyes are just gonna pop open at the end of the spell. And I'm going... Or the ritual, and I'm gonna look at Valis, like, into her soul. And back up a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to say... She's turning into a vampire.
The eyes of a killer, Valis.
Okay, so you say that. What do the other three of you do?
Can I cast protection from evil and good?
You may certainly try. Pull this one up real quick. Okay. So it's on one willing creature that you touch. Who are you casting this on?
Valis.
Okay. Do you just reach out and cast it? Do you, like, how do you go about it?
What is her, like, current state after Ely?
Oh, I'm just gonna be like, excuse
Snap
me?
out of it?
A vampire? Excuse me?
Are you sure?
Yeah. I did the ritual correctly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that would mean that there are other vampires around. I was not a vampire when we got here.
The elephant in the room starts to make itself known in the amount of blood that is soaked into Valis's right side.
Valis, if I may, cast the protection from evil and good spell.
What is that gonna do?
Protect you from evil and good, of course.
Of course. Seems very evil right now.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. You reach out
The power of Annocia compels you.
and attempt to cast protection from evil and good at first level, I presume.
Yeah.
So you do that. You feel your eyes kind of flare up a little bit. The golden energy, just like with any other time you cast a spell. You feel it. You feel it. Be transferred to Valis. Like you casted it correctly. Everything goes good. Valis, you you feel that like warm magical energy kind of come over you a little bit, but feel as though nothing really took purchase.
Well, she's cooked.
Well,
I'm just like in utter shock, honestly.
It would be.
mhm.
Going back to this, did I happen to hear Hera yell, perchance?
None of you heard Hera yell.
Oh
Ah.
well. I'll start rolling stats.
So, if I'm becoming a vampire, I think I know why my head hurts so bad and why Hera's water tasted absolutely disgusting. And then I'm gonna my eyes are gonna kind of go feral like, and I'm gonna look straight up at who's closest to me. Is it Ely?
It would be Etheria having just casted the spell.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna look at Etheria like.
Ask me on a date first. I mean, wait.
I think I'm gonna have to drink blood in order to feel better.
So about that.
That
I still can't see
seems-
my hands, so there might be someone else that's got some juicy veins for you.
I mean, if you can't see your hands, who's to say you can't feel them either?
Oh,
Little
wow.
nibble.
Where did this floor come from?
Nose goes.
It is something to test,
goes.
though. Genuinely.
I'm personally more Team Jacob, so.
Oh, well, let's come to this. Twilight is.
We got one episode, not even without Twilight.
So many
Okay.
things are made
do they shimmer in the sunlight? Is that what happens?
Oh, I hope so.
Make a. What kind of check would I want this to be? Make a. And what the heck, history check.
Whom?
Hera, for wondering such a
Oh.
question.
Well,
That you're not here, but like just separately,
I'm
if
not-
you know.
Okay. 15 and it's history. It's a +1 16.
Okay. As far as your knowledge, separate from all of this, Hera, about vampires, in Blutora, not particularly off-put from sunlight. Prefer to not be in sunlight, but it's not more than just a discomfort.
Got it. I'll note this down for if any vampire things happen to me, as I am way outside of the scope of relevance to it right now. I have my own sleep paralysis demons to worry about.
Okay, quick question.
Yep.
DM, you said that I couldn't tell if it was active transformation or completed transformation, correct?
It was from what you got casting that spell, it was either just finishing or already finished.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know if you should drink blood on the off chance that completes your transformation, because I can't tell if it's completed yet.
But if it's not completed, then I'll just die. Somebody slice your hand open and just let me have a little taste, okay?
Got it.
I have
Surely
my
one of you guys
dagger.
has has a splinter from busting that wooden wall open.
Valius, make a wisdom saving throw.
Five.
You immediately attack the closest person to you, which is Etheria. Go ahead and go ahead and roll an attack with your dagger.
Okay,
Or daggers.
dagger.
As if it were a bad guy, just attack however you would if it were a bad guy.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lunge for her, but I'm just gonna lunge for like her arm. I'm gonna try and grab her arm so that I can quickly slice her hand.
Okay.
Okay.
That I can't see, so maybe.
Okay, so that's 7 plus my 6. So 13?
Okay. You lunge for Etheria. Etheria, you are able to react in time to avoid this lunge from Valius. It doesn't hit you, but now you are yeah, like you all just saw this. You're all in this room. Like, we're not at initiative yet, but what are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm running.
Okay, so Etheria turns and runs.
I'm dashing.
Do you run from the door you guys came from, or the other door in this room?
I mean, honestly, the other door. Why not?
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
No.
I would like to cast Reaching Vines.
Okay.
In order to hold Valius steady, like in one place, so that she can't try and get anything.
Okay.
Say 23 to hit.
Certainly hits. Valius, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, my dex is good, I think. Hold on. Yeah. 18.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage on your spell, Ely, but Valius is able to avoid being restrained.
Dang it.
It's quick enough to avoid getting reeled in, but does take whatever damage you roll.
3 damage.
All right. 3 points of damage to Valius. At this point, you four roll initiative.
Amazing. I wondered where all the enemies were. Turns out they were really among us this entire time.
Among us.
It's a 6.
Okay.
10.
Okay. What was your initiative, Valius?
Oh, sorry, 17.
Okay, and then I guess since Etheria is just booking it anyway, you won't be here for this. Okay, why don't we do this then? Etheria, right or left into the hallway you just entered?
Everything you own in the box to the left.
Okay. And then straight or right?
Straight.
Okay. And then right or straight?
Straight.
Okay. Hallway turns to the left. Door to the left, hallway to the right.
Door to the left.
Okay. And you're in a room with a door on the left wall.
Is there anything in the room?
Nope. Empty, like most of what you guys have seen.
May I take time to collect myself from almost dying from my dear friend?
Yep. Yep. You collect yourself in this
I
room.
wasn't gonna kill you.
Right.
Only a little bit. Only a little bit dead.
Hera, in the room that you are in, you close the door behind you. It is a dead end room. What are you doing?
Okay. There was something that was kind of teleporting at me, no?
Seemingly.
Right. It's a dead end in here. I'm going to reverse course till it's not a dead end and take the other way path.
So if you leave out of this room, you came from the right side of this hallway. Is that where you're going?
That's where I'm going.
Okay, you start down that way, and the figure appears in your path, of which you are still
Okay.
frightened.
I am still frightened of him. I can't approach him, so I just gotta go the other way, I suppose. Is there another way that I can go that's not into the...
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
the hallway goes past that door. You arrive at an intersection. There's another hallway left or right, and there's a door straight ahead.
The door straight ahead is the dead end, isn't it?
Not the one you were just in.
Okay, well, that gives away that it is also a dead end, so I will be going to the left, I think.
Okay, you go to the left. There's a hallway to the right. There's a door straight ahead, and there's a hallway to the left.
Let me see the door straight ahead.
Okay, you run into the door straight ahead, and to the right, you see a very panicked Etheria, just kind of
Oh, hello.
gathering herself in this room, to which you have... I mean, you're also panicked. Etheria, you see Hera barge into this room looking frightened.
I'm scared.
Yo, there is a sleep paralysis demon chasing me right now.
Oh, well, that's crazy because Felice just tried to attack me. She's a vampire, by the way.
Oh, I can deal with vampires. I would rather deal with a vampire than whatever this is, honestly. Can we, if we're fighting them, shall we go and fight them?
Yeah, I'm down. You lead the way.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do... Okay, let's go.
Okay, and we switch to the others. Now that we are in initiative, Velis, it is your turn. I don't have a battle map for this. This wasn't scripted. You have Ely and Sam are both within like 10 feet of you right now. You're all pretty close together.
Okay. Can I try and like diffuse the situation at all?
Yeah, you could try anything you want.
Yeah. Look, guys, I'm not trying to attack anyone. I just cannot think. I would like this headache to go away. A little drop of blood. I mean, it could be the answer that I need.
Okay. Velis, roll either persuasion or deception. Don't tell us which one. Just tell us the number you get.
Okay. $16.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ely, your passive insight is higher than 16. So Velis, were you what was the sincerity of that? Are you trying to diffuse, to persuade? Are you trying to deceive and just like feed the hunger within you? Like, where are you coming from?
I genuinely just want to, like, at this point, I just want this headache to go away. So, and
Okay.
this is like genuinely what I think is going to help.
Okay. Ely, you pick up on that.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hands out and be like, okay, everyone calm down for a second. And then I'm going to ask, does anyone have a cup or a glass?
One of you could probably scrounge up like a vial from potions or something.
Oh wait, I still have Hera's water pouch.
Okay. If you want to hand me that, and you said you have a dagger, I think?
Yes, I do.
Can I borrow that for a moment?
And I'm just gonna pull my dagger out and hand it to her. Hilt first.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to...
I'm not putting down my sword or shield. I'm just standing here, just
Okay.
prepared.
Okay, I'm going to very carefully cut up on my forearm away from like major veins and arteries, and I'm going to try and get some of my blood into the water thing.
Okay. You start cutting to get some blood into there. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
At you seeing that, Valise, roll another wisdom saving throw.
4?
Okay.
Oh,
you
no.
you see you see and smell the blood that starts to trickle out of the arm of Ely, trying to kind of empty it into this container, and you feel the overwhelming overwhelming just need. Like, the only thing that matters in the world is that, because you haven't eaten anything in 100 years, you are going to die if you do not intake that blood right now, and you cannot wait for it to be emptied into the container.
It's food aggression.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm so sorry, Ely. I'm gonna like lunge directly at you. I like
Make
wild
the
eyes. Just
make your bloody bite attack on
yeah.
Ely.
Okay, bloody bite. Damage 1d6. Okay.
You'll add also, it doesn't have the like a bonus to hit on that, even though it should. So what you'll do to roll for that is roll a d20, and then you are going to add +6 to whatever you roll.
12.
12. Okay. Ely, you are able to duck out of the way just in time, as you see Valise just almost go feral for a second, and like you can almost see for like a brief moment the like half elven person behind the eyes, it just kind of flickers out for a moment as this lunge happens.
Okay, I'm gonna back away towards Sam if possible. And I'm gonna continue letting the blood go into the
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Sam, what do you do?
I'm I think I'll I think I'll just stand ready in case something happens.
Okay. Valise, you see as Sam just kind of stands at ready, sword and shield in hand, as Ely kind of dodges out of the way and kind of ducks behind him, and you can still smell the blood. You don't see it anymore. She kind of hides it from sight, and you can kind of feel yourself trying to like fight back control. Like you're on a bad trip and you're trying to just like get out of it, but a lot of it is just like out of your control, and you're just watching yourself do these things and attack your friends. You have a moment where you are able to kind of reel yourself in, and you're just kind of standing there at a stalemate.
Okay.
Head still pounding.
See, I told you it's the blood.
Right, and let's hope this doesn't make it worse. And
yeah, I'm scared this is gonna make it worse.
I genuinely feel like I'm dying.
I'm going to there's probably like a mouthful, I think, of blood in the thing
Okay.
at this point.
Yep.
Can I put like the lid on and then just kind of chuck it at Valise?
Yep. As you finish doing that, you take 1 more point of piercing damage, and you are able to do so.
Okay. And then I'm gonna put my hand over the cut and stop the bleeding.
Okay. Valise, you are thrown the water pouch now with fresh blood in it that you can smell, and that kind of inner part of you is uncontrollably going after. It's not even a moment to think from when you catch it that you are just chugging it instantly. You guys watch as Valise takes this pouch and just starts trying to get every bit out of it. You watch as she kind of tilts her head back, and the deep red just kind of comes down either side of her mouth and down her chin just a little bit, the bits that are kind of coming out of it. And you realize in this moment, like, you are witnessing something you never thought any of you would be, either of you, I guess, that are left here, would be watching out of somebody that you are not actively trying to kill.
I'm watching in morbid curiosity.
Are you also just watching, Sam?
Let's just see what happens. I'm ready to just attack at a second's notice. But
Okay.
I'm
All right.
not just watching.
Valise, you are able to drink all of what was left in that pouch, and you feel like as the warmth of it just kind of washes down, almost like a warm honey tea when you're sick, where it just kind of fills you with warmth, and as it goes down, you feel the chills kind of dissipate that were in your body. You almost feel as though all of the muscles in your body were tense, and all of a sudden they just kind of let go for a second, and it's a big like relief. That pounding headache that you had, you feel it at, like, once you're done drinking it, and you kind of let it sit for a second, the headache flares up really bad for a moment, and that ringing in your ears starts to pick up almost so loud that it's unbearable, before in just the snap of a finger, all of it just completely dissipates.
Okay. As all that's going down, when like that sharp pain hits me, I'm gonna like fall to my knees and like just grab my head and like go, "Oh my god."
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna look up and like lock eyes with Sam, and then like look at Etheria and be like,
Well, Theory is in a different room at this point.
"Oh, sorry, Ely." And I'm gonna be like, I think that worked.
As both Ely and Sam make a perception check.
21.
9.
Okay.
So
Ely,
that's
as Valise looks up at you guys and your eyes meet, you swear that for just a moment, as some of the faint light hits Valise's eye, you can just see like a little deep crimson crescent along the edge of her pupil that just kind of flares up for a second before it goes away. And as she is talking to you guys, as she's like reasoning it out after, you just faintly can see, like, mid-sentence, like where just above where like the canines would be, like actively growing in real time, just two kind of subtle fangs.
Fascinating.
The
You're not going to attack
transformation is
us now?
complete.
I am not going to attack you. I was never going to attack you.
You tried to
Mhm.
attack us twice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're not you when you're hungry.
There are no Snickers here, my friend.
Get this girl a straight jacket.
Did you just call my blood a Snickers?
Oh my god. Vampires have a new card to play. Oh my god.
Mm,
Vampires are just the ultimate case in being hangry.
By the way,
I turned. Yep.
at this going on, at this conversation, Etheria and Hera, you can both hear from not the door you both came through, but from the other door, you can hear muffled voices. They do sound familiar.
Let's go through that door. That probably sounds like what it is. And if there's a vampire in there, I'm gonna be ready. I'm going to ready up 3rd level fireball.
Yep. And
Okay.
Hera's entering first, by the
Okay,
way.
so Hera, you open the door and
I
you see
slam the door open, kick it open even.
you kick the
Staff
door
flared
open.
up all the way.
You kick the door open. You see a bit in front of you is Valise kind of down on her knees, facing away from you, and opposite her you see Sam, sword and shield, kind of like up and just kind of ready and waiting in like a protective stance in front of Ely, who are looking at Valise as you kick the door open.
I'm gonna try and get an insight check about what's going
Okay.
on, because I can currently see Valise clearly doing vampire things, and Sam in still a defensive kind of sword-drawn posture. I'm gonna see if this is my cue to attack. It's a 19 for an insight.
The vibe you get is not of one that's hostile, but rather actively diffusing.
Okay. I'm going to actively defuse my staff and put that away.
Okay.
I also turn towards Ely. Do you think we can trust her?
Can I make an insight check to see if we can
Yes.
trust Valise? Okay. 17.
All right. I would say, Valise, go ahead and roll a persuasion or deception again. Just give me the number, not which one you roll.
9.
Okay. Can they trust you?
Yes, they can.
Okay, you pick up on that, Ely.
Okay, I'm going to nod, and also as I nod, I reach into a pocket and I grab a little journal notepad that I have, and I start writing stuff down about what just happened.
Okay.
Just to clarify, this whole vampire thing blew over, right? I'm not needing to waste this fireball on any of you.
I'm
I
too
would
busy
prefer
taking
you
notes.
didn't.
I would prefer to
Nope.
not have to, given the shadow demon coming at us.
A
a what
shadow
now?
demon?
Oh yes, sorry about that. Shadow demon coming.
Yeah.
You turn around.
Horrified of it.
You turn around to look over your shoulder, Hera, and you catch the faintest glimpse of it before it just poof and vanishes.
Well, it was right there, and then I believe the best word is poofed and vanished.
Right.
Are you sure it was real?
Well,
If you
I'm
squint.
gonna be real with you. I tried to intimidate it with fire, and then I tried to throw that fire at it, and neither worked. And if it was real, then it wasn't able to be touched. And if it wasn't real, then there's probably a fire that I've started somewhere in this wooden place. It's definitely not gonna not go on fire.
Nice, amazing. Okay. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna make the best. I think we're gonna have to make the best of our current situation and assume we can trust each other. How do we we still haven't figured out how do we get out of here?
Hera, did you come across anything after you disappeared?
Well, to my recollection, you all went round a corner and immediately vanished. I then went through a doorway and another doorway. There was a shadow demon, and I backtracked as hard as I could until I reached here. There wasn't really anything to report. I'm sadly empty-handed.
Is there anything that I can feel? Like, do I feel anybody else around? I don't know if it would work that way. Obviously, something had to turn me into a vampire. Would I be able to, like, sense them if they were around?
Make a perception check.
$16.
You can't pick up anything too noticeable other than for the very first time you realize that you can distinctly determine the smells of each of the others here. Like in more than just having traveled or being rugged or whatever. Like you can kind of just they all have their own unique kind of smell to them that to you is a lot stronger than you've noticed before. And when everything is quiet enough, you can hear the heartbeats around you.
Ooh.
Okay, that's cool.
What do I
Lovely.
smell like?
Etheria, you smell like more on the warm, kind of like coconutty side?
Ooh.
Hmm.
I'll
I
take
would
that
like
as a
to
compliment.
also use my sixth sense to see if there's any movement within 50 feet of us.
The only movement is each other.
Okay.
So we're no
Well-
closer to finding a way out.
We were in the process of backtracking, right?
I believe so.
Like-
Yeah.
Before we lost Hera and the whole vampire thing happened.
Well, should we keep backtracking then?
I think so. I think we should still try and find that big room. It's the most likely place to have something different since it is the most different. So hopefully there's a way out there.
I agree. Let's go.
Okay.
I can lead the way back the way we came, I think. Or continue to try and find our way out.
Okay. New marching
Standing
order.
Farthest. I'm standing farthest from Velise personally.
Okay. Valise, where in the order are you?
I guess it doesn't matter now that my head doesn't hurt. So who's first?
Ely.
I'll go first.
Ely. Etheria,
Oh.
you want to stay near Ely?
Sure.
I'm quite happy to stand beside Velise.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
you
is
got
this?
that.
And Sam, are you at the back or after Etheria?
Yeah, I'll be at the back. Why not?
Okay.
This is also gonna sound silly, but we lost Hera going around a turn. Should we all hold hands like in our younger years and form a chain?
If you can find them.
Well, back when I used to live in deserts, we'd navigate sandstorms by doing that. It's not as bad of an idea as you might think. We're all wearing cloaks of some kind. Each one of us grab onto the one in ahead's cloak.
Mm-hmm.
It's how we'd navigate the hoboobs of Odelia.
All right. So lost and no closer to finding a way out, and now with another plan, having overcome a couple of interesting, if difficult, scenarios. We will continue traversing these halls on the next episode.
Can we at
And-
least see the map? Because
and
that's
leave
some
off for the
Yes.
amazing-
Oh my god.
The map will have to wait because I can't show it without spoiling
No.
because you
Oh.
are still inside. So
How haven't we found our way out yet?
you'll understand.
Can you
when
at least
see
tell
the
us
map.
if we've been close?
Yes, you've been.
Ah,
my
that's even
God.
worse. I hate that even
Look.
more, actually.
I literally Googled, how does one escape a labyrinth? Trying to come up with ideas.
No, I did not expect them to still be in here. I thought they would have found the right way by now, and especially
Yes, liminal space with absolutely no difference between any of the rooms.
incredible.
I think the hexagon room might have some answers.
Anything's
Okay,
possible.
so
Maybe
two rooms we gotta try and find.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch the VOD and just make an actual
too.
map.
I think
Yeah.
I'm genuinely going to do the same. It's going to have to happen at a certain point.
Fair enough. All right. Well,
Right.
with that, we can all bid adieu until the next session, which will probably be in January, as things are shaping up. But thank you so much for joining me on the return of Blutora Divided. First time in a couple of years, but we are back and can continue to get this journey underway. So everyone, you can say bye. I'm waving as if not. Did you have something to say,
Bye.
Happy Son?
Happy New Year, VOD
Bye.
watchers.
And I'll see you in the next episode.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
alright.
You've just taken
And
over the
subscribe
narrator
and
role
hit the bell
immediately.
icon.